Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a great day. It is April 17th, and today I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a potentially big, or not really snowstorm, but potentially big storm system next week. It's going to be traveling really across the whole country, and with it we could see some snow and maybe a little bit of a severe weather threat. That's going to kind of be the main focus of today's video. We're also going to talk about where we could see severe weather over the next couple of days. But yeah, so let's get started. So I did get GR2 finally, so that means live streams will actually happen again. But right now we do have some storms right to the north of Orlando. We can see one by Deltona. They seem to be weakening a little bit. Not a whole lot, but we have some stronger ones by Leesburg and Floral City. Those seem to be strengthening. This one by Deltona, though, seems to be weakening. And we do have some more storms further to the west in Texas. So let me get the Brownsville radar here, and we'll go over to those. All right, so GR2, GR2, it takes a little bit longer to load radar data than radar scope, which is understandable because there's more to load. But we can see we have some pretty strong storms in South Texas. We have one moving off the coast. It's right to the south of Port Mansfield and to the east of Santa Monica. And we do have some storms potentially, or right to the south of the border there in Mexico. It could be producing some small hail. And we also have some storms further to the north. And yeah, so nothing extremely severe at this moment, just some thunderstorms. Nothing severe though, so that's good. I'll switch up to the Corpus Christi radar and see. Yeah, we can see this strong little segment of storms moving towards Benavides, if I said that right. I don't know. So yeah, that's what we have going on right now for storms. You can see today we have a marginal risk in southern Texas, and that extends all the way into southern Louisiana into the Florida Panhandle. We have a 2% tornado risk for a little bit of Florida, 5% winds, and a 5% hail threat. And then tomorrow we do have another risk, and that's mainly across central Florida for areas like Tampa, Orlando, and then on day 3, just general thunderstorm risk. So this is a good thing to see. We don't have any severe weather outbreaks likely in the next 3 days. I don't think we're going to have a severe weather outbreak in the next 5 days. But severe weather will get more active as we go into May for sure. This is our next storm system. This is what I'm talking about. So this is Sunday afternoon. This is not going to have a great chance of severe weather or anything, but we're going to see some snow. So this is Sunday afternoon. You can see a nice cold front right here. And on the back side of that, we have moisture and precip, and so we have some snow. We have just enough cold air for some snow. Some of that could actually be pretty heavy in Montana. And that moves further to the south. By Monday morning, we have some snow falling in Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota. And then we could see some decent snowfall across maybe Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri. If you guys remember yesterday's video, the Euro and the Canadian weren't thinking that. But the GFS is still thinks that that's what it's going to be. Some decent snow and maybe in Oklahoma, northern Oklahoma, so. And then not a lot of snow for the northeast, but maybe a little bit on the backside, as well as some lake effect. We're going to have some much below average cold air behind this. Temperatures in the 30s, and we can get all the way down into the deep south. And just much below average cold behind that strong low. So let's go to, first off, let's continue going, because there's a storm system I want to watch. This one could bring maybe some severe weather to South Georgia around next weekend. South Georgia, the Florida Panhandle, maybe Alabama, southern Alabama. It doesn't look like a great setup, though, but that's still far out, though. That could be our next real severe weather event. Now, around the 27th, the GFS has been showing kind of a little bit of severe weather. Or it's been showing some decent-looking events around the 27th. Now, the 27th is very far out. It's a week and a half out. And it doesn't seem like the GFS shows much going on right now. Just a very strong low up, or very deep low up in Canada, and a lot of wind across the northern plains down into the Midwest and the South. Uh, could get some severe weather out of that. Once again, no, not a great setup for an organized severe weather outbreak. So looks like severe weather is going to stay or looks like severe weather is going to stay pretty calm for the next couple of days and maybe the next week. But with our next, or with this winter, or with this, I guess I'll call it a winter storm. This cross country storm system right here, we could have some severe weather with that. It doesn't look great though, at all. I don't think it's gonna bring much. If anything, we'll get a marginal risk, maybe a slide out of it. That's about it though. Now let's go to the European and see how the European is different on where we see snow. Okay, the European's starting to bring a little bit more snow to northern Oklahoma in that area. Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, maybe Indiana and Michigan could see some decent snow. And agrees of not a lot of snow across the northeast, but just a little bit on the backside of this, where we could get some decent accumulation in northern New York. So that's the Euro. Let's go to the Canadian. And the Canadian really agrees with the GFS now. It has snow for areas like Oklahoma City, just a little bit. Some accumulating snow up in Kansas and Missouri, into Illinois, Indiana, Michigan. I'm thinking that if this happens like the models are showing, Detroit could get some decent snowfall accumulations from this. And then maybe some snow on the backside for the Northeast. So it looks like the models are starting to agree a lot more than they did in yesterday's video with where we see the heaviest snow. It's looking like areas of central Oklahoma could see some. And it looks like the greatest accumulation will likely be maybe across eastern Illinois, northern Indiana, and southern and eastern Michigan, with maybe some decent accumulations back across areas in northeastern Ohio, northern PA, into northern and western New York. Yeah, so that's our next storm system. There's not really a whole lot to talk about in today's video, so that's going to wrap it up. Sorry today's video was short, but there's not a lot to talk about. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good Saturday.